The Energon Universe is coming to animated format and it is going to be adult oriented. We are going to talk all about that on tonight's episode. And we need to have a moment of silence because Wes is getting rid of one of his most prized CGC comics. And we're going to talk about that later, very solemnly and sadly. All that and more, ladies and gentlemen, right here on Comic Evolution. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Tim. This beautiful man over here is Wes, and this is Comic Evolution, your one-stop shop for all things comic books and pop culture related. We are super glad to have you here. We are excited about today's episode. We got a lot to talk about. We got trivia, we got trending, we got showcase. This year in comic book history, we are going all the way back to when the world was supposed to end in 2012. And Wes disagrees, but I think there are some pretty cool things going on in that year. We're going to show you all about that too. Let's get some business out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. If you like this type of content, which we hope you do, please hit the like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you here. Wes, we are at 261 subscribers.
I know, it's nuts, man. We just keep growing and growing, and we appreciate every one of you guys.
Oh, so fantastic. Yeah. This
is so fun. This is so fun, man.
I love it. Yeah, we got a studio change going on here. You're going to have a change here in a little while. Yeah. Super cool, guys. We are always evolving.
Always evolving.
That's right.
You beat me to it.
Yeah. And ladies and gentlemen, if you so choose, please head over to Facebook. We're on there too at Comic Evolution. That information is right down below, so you can yell at all the kids and tell them to get off your lawn so you can read your comic books in peace. All right. First things first, ladies and gentlemen.
That always tickles me when you say that.
I love that.
It always tickles me.
That's amazing.
All right. Sorry. Yeah.
What are we doing first, Wes? What's first? It is.
Well, I was going to say, let's talk about this Energon thing.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, we'll do the news first, and then we will rattle each other's brains.
Yeah, we'll do trivia right afterwards.
There we go. Okay, so the news is the Energon Universe is going to be animated.
Yeah.
It's being shopped around right now. I think that one of two places it's going to end up at is either Amazon Prime, where Invincible is doing really, really well, or it's going to end over on Paramount Plus, where Hasbro has the deal with Paramount to release all of their stuff. But
yeah,
the
Energon,
the Energon Universe, if you guys are unaware, is currently Transformers right here, which is amazingly popular. It's ending in issue 25, but I know there's going to be more stuff coming out after that. Then you've got G.I. Joe, which is going on right now too. Both very good series. And then my personal favorite, the original title of Void Rivals. And Wes, before we hit record today, we learned something new together. And what's the other thing that's coming to?
They're going to Mask is going to be included. If you guys remember that cartoon from the 80s, that was my favorite, by the way. I liked Mask more than I liked G.I. Joe's, which is saying something.
Yeah.
I had all the toys, all this stuff. You know, that right there, to incorporate that into that universe, yeah. I think it is. Oh man, I mean, the possibilities are endless for this.
This is incredibly exciting because two of the most popular animated shows from the 80s are now going to be mixed together in an animated
three.
Then adding in Mask. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because Mask had a huge following. At least I thought it did.
Absolutely.
I think I want to say the cartoon only went on for like maybe 2 seasons, sadly, but maybe a little longer. I'm not sure. Maybe only 2 seasons, but boy, those toys, and I mean, those things are. Oh,
well, see, when you were a kid, what were the shows you watched? You watched Transformers, you watched G.I. Joe, you watched Thundercats, you watched Mask,
Silverhawks,
right? Yeah, all of that stuff. Captain Power, and then you did the grown-up shows like Star Trek and things like that. This is a dream come true. I'm super excited for this. I cannot wait to see where it falls.
So, do you know when all this is supposed to majorly kick off?
So I've got the article from Deadline here right now. The Energon Universe adult animated series is based on the comic from Hasbro and Skybound with Joe Henderson as the showrunner, and that is hitting the marketplace right now. So basically, what that means is that they are shopping it around, trying to figure out who's going to distribute it, who's going to put it out,
Right.
things like that. Yeah. So let's take a look here. Joe Henderson was the showrunner for Lucifer, if I remember correctly. He is attached to write the adaptation and serve as the showrunner for this series, which will incorporate G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Void Rivals mythology, which is expected to be taken out to buyers shortly. And with what we learned about Mask will come into the comic format first. And if the animated series does good, then I'm pretty sure we can expect it to show up in the show as well. So we just got to wait a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah,
can you imagine like in the show, like incorporating like G.I. Joe teaming up with Mask to fight Cobra and Venom? And
the Decepticons,
the Decepticons, and the oh my gosh, man!
So this is the epicness that I want to see. I want to see in comic books or whatever when they introduce Mask. I want like the Joes to be getting the snot kicked out of them. The Autobots are the Autobots are on their knees, and all of a sudden, off in
comes
distance,
Mask.
You see this little silhouette of something, and as it gets closer, it's like, is that a car?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What the heck is that?
Is that a motorcycle turned into a green motorcycle turned into a helicopter?
Oh my God! We are 10 years old again.
We're nerding out right now.
Absolutely.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great. Yeah. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We got that to look forward to. But right now, we are going to test Wes's comic book knowledge.
Yeah. Let's get into some trivia.
And this seems to be a recurring theme. Every Thursday when we record, that's when we do the recording. Show comes out on Saturday. Wes asks me to go easy on him, and I tell him no.
you have a couple times. I'll give you credit.
Well, yeah,
I'll give you credit.
Not today. No, wait a minute.
Not today.
Half of it will be easy. The other half will be intermediate.
Okay.
All right. But I'll let you sweat for a second. You go ahead with your first question.
Okay. So I did go. I think I went easy on you, but these should be some fun ones to answer. Okay. All right. Which one first?
That one.
Okay. Yeah, that one. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. What major comic title did Mark Bagley first work on for Marvel Comics? Now, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Finish.
I was going to say, now he did a couple of like individual issues and a couple of annuals here and there.
Yep.
But the major title that he worked on, where he was the main guy from like
the
issue
primary artist.
Yeah, from issue like 1 to like 25, I believe.
Yeah, that would be New Warriors.
That is correct.
Yes. I was reading that when it was coming out. Because when he went over to Spider-Man, that blew me and everybody else away. The guy from New Warriors is taking over Spider-Man. What's going on here?
See, I didn't care about that stuff back then. I didn't care who was drawing. I know, and we've talked about that before. Like as a kid, I didn't care who the artist was or who the writer was. I just cared who the characters were.
Those were our baseball players. Those were our football players. We knew who they were.
Yeah. And that's why you're so good at that. And I'm not, because I didn't care back then.
But you're learning every episode.
I am learning every episode.
All right. So one for me, Wes, you are not on the board yet, but that might change with this one.
All right.
So staying in the realm of Marvel.
Okay.
What was the first 2099 title to be released?
Oh,
the first one.
Yeah. I know a couple that it wasn't, but
okay.
I'm gonna go with,
say what it wasn't. What you know for a fact.
I know it wasn't Ravager 2099.
Right.
I know it wasn't the Hulk 2099.
Right.
I I'm pretty sure it was not Doom 2099.
Okay. Yep, you're right so far. Let's narrowing it down.
I'm torn between X-Men or Spider-Man and X-Men. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man, even though I don't think that's right. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man.
That is absolutely correct.
Oh, great.
Spider-Man 2099 was the first 2099 title released under the imprint, followed by Ravage, Doom, and Punisher 2099.
Okay. When did and I guess followed
X-Men
later
came out later in 1993.
Okay, and then Hulk and
and then 2099.
And then Ghost Rider.
Yeah, exactly. All right. 1 for 1. Good job.
All right. Okay, this one should be a fun one for you to answer.
Okay.
All right, and you probably will get it right. Okay. And there's a bonus question at the end if you struggle with this.
Okay.
All right. Who was originally on the 1991 X-Men Gold team? 6 members.
Who was originally on the 91 Gold team. Okay.
Yeah, X-Men Gold team. 6 members.
That would be Cyclops, Jean Grey, Beast, Jubilee, Colossus, and Archangel.
You got 3.
Oh, I got half of
them. So so Cyclops was blue team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was the leader of the blue team.
So it was Storm then.
Storm was the leader of the gold team. So it was you had Colossus, Storm, Jean Grey,
that's
Iceman, Archangel,
that was my
and Bishop.
Golly.
Yeah.
See, I thought Bishop.
And the bonus question was who was the leader, but yeah. So I'm not going to give you credit for that.
No, I won't.
I can't give you credit for that because I know I'm going to miss the next question and I want to end in a tie.
Fair enough. All right. So this one is a little bit different. It's a first of its kind for trivia for us.
Oh, goodness.
And it is a put in order question.
Oh, shoot.
So I need you to place these characters in order of appearance, like who appeared first. Okay. In order of appearance, who appeared first? And there's 4.
Okay.
Kyle Rayner, John Stewart, Hal Jordan, and Guy Gardner.
Hal Jordan.
Okay, that's who's number 2?
John Stewart. Guy Gardner, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner.
That is correct.
Yes.
Exactly. Hal Jordan was first. Guy Gardner came second.
Yeah. Therefore, I was like, no, it's because
Yeah. And then
for some reason I wanted to say John Stewart second. I was like, no, that's not right.
Yeah, almost got you.
You almost did. Yay!
There you go. So Wes, you got it this week. 2 for you, 1 for me. Good job, sir. All right. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Come back next episode for more trivia where Wes may or may not win again. Now, before we go any further, we need to talk about the sadness in the room. And that is you are selling one of the greatest comic books ever created. It is a very exclusive club. And if you know, you know, all hail Darkhawk. You're getting rid of your Darkhawk number 1.
I am.
Tell us why.
Tell us why. So I love that book. I love it. It's almost an ironic love. You know, it's, I wanted it because it was ironic to have it and it was cool. And, it was one of those that's like, hey, I've really made it, and it, jokingly, of course.
Yeah.
And, and every now and then, when you buy something or when you have something in your collection, eventually you start looking at it and going, would I be sad if I didn't have it? And if the answer is no, then think it's, of course, it's fine to get rid of. And of course, what I sell it for, I'm going to put it towards some stuff that I want.
Something.
And I've been
Bigger.
gravitating more towards, like, picking up older keys and
Yeah.
things like that. So it'll go towards something cool. I don't know what yet.
Yeah.
But I'm going to add it to the kitty, and just. But it's a little sad,
Just a tiny bit.
But here's the thing: that book is extremely replaceable.
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
And
You
it's
just
also
go buy one
not,
tomorrow.
and it's also not very expensive. I mean, I think
No.
it was a Darkhawk Direct, Darkhawk #1 Direct, and it was in the 9.8.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's around $110, right?
Yeah.
So it's not something that you want to spend every day for sure, but it's not something that's like world ending, right? So yeah, I'm gonna sell it. It's graced the background a few times.
Yeah.
We've done a short on it, and
yeah, you can look
it
at it there forever.
Yeah, it'll be fondly remembered, and it is now captured it's on the internet forever now.
Yes.
So
In the
it served its purpose. It was great. I loved it, and it was a cool conversation piece, and I'll let somebody else enjoy it at some point. So,
ladies and gentlemen, go
it
pay
happens.
respects to Darkhawk
Yeah.
#1. You can see it in our shorts. It's way down the list, but when you find it, it'll be worth your time.
Yeah.
Check it out. I think it was our April Fool's episode for Comic Book Day.
It may have been.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough of that. Let's move on to some coolness, and we are going to head over to Showcase. So we've got some books to show. Wes, if you don't mind, I'd like to go first today.
Please.
All right. So I took a trip to Sweetwater not too long ago when you were doing register duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I went and picked up some books from your booth. Yeah,
Yes, you
and
did.
I want to show those today too.
Cool.
So yeah, Wes, if you don't know, guys, or if you're new here, Wes and I both have comic book booths at different thrift stores. Wes has one in Sweetwater. I have one here in Oak Ridge, and we both like to check each other's stuff out, give each other tips and tricks and things like that, and
Absolutely.
general praise for how cool our stuff is. But while we're there, we like to pick up books from each other's booths, and I grabbed two that I didn't have from Wes's. So first things first, they're both Superman, but this is Superman number 416. I love the cover for this. Take a peek at that.
Mm-hmm.
Gorgeous. The Ghost of Superman Future.
Yeah, that's a cool cover.
Super cool. I love that. Mm-hmm. That is absolutely great. But the one that I really, really liked the most was this, a nice Silver Age Superman. This now makes the second oldest Superman book that I currently own.
Really?
Yeah. And the oldest, I think, is 156. And this is Superman number 160.
Ah, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So
and that one was in decent shape too. I mean, for its age.
Yeah. For its age, it looks great. I mean, you've got this stuff down here, but that's okay. This is what matters here, and this is incredibly intact.
Mm-hmm.
I was flipping through it the other day, and the spine holds really well. There's not really many spine ticks, but beyond that, the color pops.
It does. And that's that classic 12 center look, and you can't go wrong with that.
Not at all.
You really can't.
I think this is gorgeous. All the word bubbles up there. All these.
I think we were born in the wrong era, Tim.
We were.
Yeah.
But then after I came home from hanging out with you in Sweetwater, I went over to another place called Tag Team Collectibles. And the guy that had the comic book booth at the thrift store I'm at now, he moved to another place. And I used to buy books from him all the time. And I got to go check out his new location. So I want to show you those books right now.
How was that? Was it pretty cool? Did he have it set up pretty well?
Yeah. It's about the same space, maybe a little bit bigger. Not by much, though. But he's got a ton of dollar books, and then he's got all the priced as marked stuff, bunch of figures, and he's doing cards now, too.
Oh.
So there's some cool stuff there. Yeah, lots of cool stuff. But I picked this up. I have a copy already. I thought my son didn't have a copy, so I got this, but now I have an extra. Darker Image #1.
Mm,
Do
yeah.
you know
First appearance of the Max.
That is correct. Absolutely. Yep, for $1.
Yeah,
So
can't beat
couldn't pass
$1
that up. No, not at all.
because
So
you
now,
can sometimes those copies run up to $10. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I think between 2 and 5 is a good price, but
yeah.
$1, heck yeah.
But see, the Max is my son's one of his
Yep.
favorite characters. So I'm glad that he has a copy. I forgot I gave him one. I already have one, so now I've got two. And then I picked up some G.I. Joe issues. And these are the two that I got. I did not have these. So I got these for $3 a piece, which is a great price for G.I. Joe. Issue #7
Mm-hmm.
has Stalker on the cover, one of my favorite Joes. Yep, absolutely love that. Love G.I. Joe, if you can't tell. And then I got issue #25. Take a peek at that. This
Ooh, I
one's
like that.
nice. Yeah.
I had that helicopter as a kid.
Oh, so did I. Yep, I had
Yeah.
the Dragonfly. Yeah, I had the boat. This was a Crocmaster, I believe, that had the
Golly.
boat. Yeah. Super cool. Yeah. Love it. So Superman and G.I. Joe, that's what I got for showcase this week. Wes,
That's
I'm
awesome, man.
very curious. Thank you. I'm very curious to see what you have for
So
showcase.
I didn't really pick up any new books. So I'm showing books that that I have in my collection that I really enjoy owning. The first one is I'm going to need some help from you guys. This was found in a collection. It's this right here, and it's
Ooh.
German. It's the cover is Hulk 461, but this says Marvel Special 18 right here. I looked inside to the what do they call that on the inside? The
Oh, the credits.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it came out the same year as 460 Hulk 461.
Hmm.
But it says Marvel Special, and that's all it says, and then a bunch of German nonsense.
So I think that
So
might be like the European releases and stuff like
well,
that.
so I thought that,
Yeah.
and then I went and looked up Hulk 461, and it's a 36-page comic book. This is like double that. At
Oh, so
least,
you've
at
got
least this
two
thing is
stories
thick.
in
Look out,
there.
this thing is
Wow.
thick. It barely fits into inside of this bag and board. So, if any of you guys know what this is, please, I really, really, truly want to know. Please put it in the
Wow.
comments and let us know because that I'm really curious as
That
to what
is
that is.
very cool. We don't get
Yeah,
to see foreign comic books
yeah,
very
and
often.
I think this is one of only 2 foreign comic books I own, and actually this might actually be the only one I own. So
Wow.
that's kind of cool. Or
Very
yeah.
nice.
The next one is one I got from you, Tim.
Oh.
The Mandalorian #5, signed by
Oh.
Brandon Wayne. Now, Tim, tell us who Brandon Wayne is.
So if you've ever watched The Mandalorian, the voice is Pedro Pascal. And when he takes the helmet off, it's Pedro Pascal. But anything you see on screen inside the helmet is Brandon Wayne. And Brandon Wayne is the grandson of the Duke himself, John Wayne.
And you were able to meet him at what convention was that?
So no, actually, Gary, our friend Gary,
Oh, that's right. That's
yep,
right.
who's over on Codex, he was having Brandon Wayne at the comic
That's
shop
right.
he co-owns at Comic Logic for a signing, and Brandon Wayne got to come and tour his house. And Gary and I were talking. I was like, I got 2 Mandalorian books I'd like to send you. And he's like, send them on. I'll see what I can do. And
Yep.
I got them both signed, one for me and one for you.
And you gave me one, and
Yep.
I love having that in my collection.
Yeah, I was super
Yeah.
excited to get that done.
Yeah, it's really cool. I really love
Yeah,
it.
that's a
And
once
it's
in
a
a
really cool
lifetime.
story behind it too.
Yeah.
So, this one's really cool. I found this one in a collection. Wildcats #1. It's the gold edition.
Oh my god! Every time I see that at your place, I love that book.
I'm telling you, this is in my send off to get graded stack. And this is 100% a 9.8 candidate.
I
So
remember when you got that.
yeah, that collection I bought was epic. This
The
is a
collection
couple
that
years
keeps
ago.
on giving.
It was. This book raw is between, well, near mint's around $50.
Yeah.
If it comes back at 9.8, it's in the 250 to 300 range.
Mm.
So the reason why I have not sent it in yet is because a part of me really wants to get this signed by Jim Lee.
Oh, dude.
So it's like I keep holding it back every time I make it a submission. Like, okay, if Jim Lee does a signing, or if I'm going to go to a convention he's going to be at, and I know his signatures are very expensive, but I really think that would be perfect for this book.
This is something that you and I have talked about several times before. If we ever make it to Heroes Con, Jim Lee is usually there.
Well, then, so I'm probably going to continue to hold this book back and not send it off until I can get a signature on that, because this one is a must-have for me to have Jim Lee's signature, and Jim Lee happens to be like my first or second favorite comic book artist of all time.
You gonna get it done in silver or black?
Gold. No. I think black would go good. I think you'd be able to see black really well. Silver would look cool too. Man, now that you mention it, silver would look kind of cool. Yeah. I always just pictured black, but I don't know. We'll see.
That'd be wild.
Yeah. And finally, Tim, you've seen this one, of course, a dozen times. This is Back to the Future, #1. That's signed by Christopher Lloyd. This is one of my prized books.
Yeah.
This book, I had it signed personally at a convention that came here to Knoxville, Tennessee, Fanboy.
Yeah.
About 3 or 4 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, I remember when you got that done too.
Yeah. Well, I saw that he was coming to the convention, and I was like, oh. And then I went and dug through my boxes, and I had no Back to the Future books for him to get signed. So I hopped on eBay real quick, found one that looked like it was a cool cover and it was in really good shape, and I just ordered it, and it was like $10. And then come to find out, I accidentally bought a key. It's actually the origin of Doc Brown.
That's even better.
So it was perfect.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And I sent this off before CGC started doing signature authentications, because it used to be CBCS was the only way to go as far as if you have a signature that wasn't witnessed. Well, now that's not so much the case. So had CGC been doing it at the time, I probably would have sent it to them, but that's fine. I still love it. It came back at 9.4. I'm fine with that. Yeah. But I just love this book, and I love this signature placement. In
the center.
Yeah. So that's cool.
And that CBCS logo, or that yellow label, just looks so cool.
It really does. It really does. It does look really good. Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. Man, and I know you've seen this one 100 times, but I don't believe I've showed it on this show before. So
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's all I had for tonight.
Well, all right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. What an awesome showcase for tonight. That's fantastic. Tune in next episode for more awesomeness from our collection, or things that we pick up between now and then.
Heck yeah.
All right. Now we're going to dive into the FOMO stuff, the money honey. We're going to get into the logistics,
the poser stuff
of comic books. And we've got some cool stuff for you. So as always, Wes is going to take the reins and lead us into some insights for finding with this one.
New Mutants 100.
Yep.
We just talked about that last week, didn't we?
That's right. Yeah.
And here's my copy right there.
There it is. Yeah.
I also have the third print. If you guys missed the show last week, I showed off my third print as well, which is right here with the silver lettering.
That's right. The second print has the gold.
Yeah, so it's cool. So New Mutants 100, first team appearance of X-Force, which included, of course, Cable, Shatterstar, Feral, Cannonball, Boom Boom, and Warpath.
Yes.
Did I miss one?
No.
Anyways, so there was 186% increase in sales since since I showed it on our show, which is why.
Why?
No, I'm just kidding. Well, because I showed it on our show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
yeah. Last week.
Nobody
Yeah.
can find the third print, so they had to go ahead
Because Marvel is preparing to launch another X-Force comic series in 2026. So that's what they're attributing it to.
Wow.
You know, whatever. But right now you can get low grades for $1.
Yeah.
Okay. Mid grades 2 to 3, and high grades 4 to 6. The second and third prints are a little bit higher.
Yeah.
We're looking at just a couple dollars higher on each level. So 1 to 3, 5 to 10, 10 to 15.
Yeah, but I think out of all three of them, that third print is the hardest one to get a hold of.
It may be.
Yeah.
It may be. Yeah. I'm not
pretty
sure for
confident
yeah.
that. Okay, right on. And then you picked a first appearance, which is very cool. And I'm very interested to hear why this was your choice.
Yeah, first appearance. Everybody knows this book.
Yep.
First appearance and cover appearance of Bane.
Yeah.
And the origin of Bane. So there's been a 183% increase in sales this week as opposed to last week because Warner Brothers has announced a multi-part Nightfall animated thing, which we've talked about already.
We talked about that last episode.
That's right. Also, it was reported. This is kind of older news, but it's still in the works. Back in September of 2024, that James Gunn is developing a Bane and Deathstroke supervillain team-up film.
Yes.
Now that would be cool. So right now, this book is still affordable, very affordable for a very major key. I mean, I think this is a major key. Tim, don't you?
I agree. Yeah, 100%. This, as far as like modern DC books go, this is a large gold key. This one's a big one.
Yeah. But right now, low grade you can get between $8 and $12.
And that is underrated, just like Rogue.
Yeah. Mid grade, 20 to 25 to 30, somewhere in that range. And high grade, you're looking in the 80, 90, maybe 100, but somewhere in that range. Yeah. You can get these books. They're still obtainable. You can get them, and they're not going to kill you pocketbook wise.
No, and the cover is painted. It's gorgeous.
Oh, man. It's a fantastic cover.
Yeah, this is one that I have always coveted. I've always wanted one of these.
Yeah, me too.
I've never been able to find one, but I would love to have one of these in my collection.
Yeah, so if you've been on the fence about this book, might want to go ahead and knock it out now.
Yeah,
because I do feel, especially if that especially if that movie eventually comes out, and I know he's been on the big screen before already, but this James Gunn thing I think is really going to drive, wrongfully probably, drive some prices insane.
Yes,
more so, or just as much maybe as the Marvel Cinematic Universe did, because it seemed like the past DC movies didn't really do much with hype as far as the physical copies of comics were concerned. Not nearly as much as the Marvel comics did, or the Marvel movies did. But I think with James Gunn, I think with James Gunn now, they've reinvented themselves.
Yep.
I think these appearances will actually drive that. Now that's just my opinion. I could be way wrong. So if you've been on the fence, I go ahead and pull the trigger. I am.
Yeah. Well, all right. That's awesome. So New Mutants 100, we've got Vengeance of Bane #1. We're going to stay in DC for a second, and I'm going to take you guys to the Absolute Universe. So Absolute Batman #1 is the premiere issue of the ongoing series of the Absolute Universe, dimension built on Darkseid energy, which I didn't know until earlier. This is first appearance of a lot of characters in the Absolute Universe. Alfred Pennyworth, Black Mask, Waylon Jones, Martha Wayne, Selena Kyle, Matches Malone, the introduction of the Joker. It's got his first cameo appearance, introduction and death of Thomas Wayne, first appearance of the Party Animals, which is led by Black Mask.
Good Lord.
Yeah, tons of stuff. And this was preceded by a 16-page black and white ashcan preview. So this has a 154% increase in copies sold since the previous week, as the value for this issue approximately doubled on the secondary market. So the reason for that is Joker is getting ready to make his full-blown appearance in the Absolute Universe. They've already sketches and previews for what he's going to look like, and he looks absolutely grotesque and nothing like the classic Joker that we all know. So
Gotcha.
low grade copies of this are about $5, so about cover price for reader copies. Mid grade, you're running 15 to 20, and high grade copies of this book, so near mint, $75.
That is nuts.
This is hitting like Ultimate Spider-Man #1 did when that came out not too long ago.
I don't think Ultimate got that high.
Yeah, it did. It got into the
He got in the
hundreds,
70. Oh, did it? Okay.
but
Okay.
it settled down and it's now in the 70 to 90 range. This, I think, is going to start doing that too. Yeah. So, yeah, if you've got it, I would hold it. I'd get it graded, increase the value of that. The cover is gorgeous. The title is incredible. I love the Absolute Universe. I'm reading Batman and Superman right now. My son's reading Martian Manhunter, and he is in love with that book. We went to
Good.
Brick House the last weekend he was with me, and he looked for Absolute Martian Manhunter books. That's all he wanted was that.
Did he find any?
Yeah, he found issue 1.
Nice.
Second print. So he's
Okay.
very happy about that. So yeah, definitely hang on to this or pick it up now or give it a little while for it to cool. If you feel like spending 75
So get it or don't.
Yeah, one or the other. It's up to you. But this one, the next one, this is one of those grails that none of us almost will never have. I know one person that has this book, and that is Amazing Fantasy #15.
Yeah.
So
I know one person as well. And
yeah,
I don't think I don't really know. Oh, well, no, I guess I know two. Because
yeah,
you're talking about Gary, right?
yeah,
Uncle Gary.
yeah.
Yeah,
Gary's got one copy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his copy is, I think, a 1.5.
Yeah.
But yeah, Amazing Fantasy #15. So this is a milestone in comic book history. Obviously, it's the last issue of Amazing Fantasy. It's the first appearance and origin of Spider-Man, first appearance in Death of Uncle Ben, first appearance of Aunt May, first appearance of Flash Thompson, first appearance of Liz Allen, who later marries Harry Osborn. So here's some numbers for you. In September of 2021, so this was during COVID, a 9.6
Oh my
sold.
God, a 9.6. Can you imagine?
No, I can't. A 9.6 of this sold for $3.6 million.
Sure.
And it surpassed the previous record of that grade of 1.1 million from all the way back in 2011. So this book, let's see here, a 5.0 sold for $45,600. That's a 6% increase. A 2.5 sold for $24,299. That is a 12% increase. And a 1.8, which is just a hair bit better than what Gary has, sold for $15,885, and that is a 2% increase. This book is insane.
It's the book of books, other than Action
Golly.
Comics.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And Fantastic Four #1. Oh, and
No,
Incredible Hulk #1.
I'd say this has those beat.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I bet it does. I mean, those are insane too. But
So low grade raw copies, we are $30,000, $20,000.
yeah,
It's a half a house, right? Half a trailer.
have a
Mid-grade,
trailer. Depends on
mid-grade,
where you live.
exactly. Mid-grade copies for this. So the most attainable, I guess, or the most visually appealing would be 115,000, and the high grade raw, you're looking at near $700,000. God.
So if you're single with no bills, you have a
Yep.
good job,
Yeah.
and you don't care to go in debt,
Yeah.
you should get this book.
Exactly. Yeah, 100%, guys, 100%. For the kids you're gonna have in the
Yeah.
future, they can look at it, they can never touch it. They
Yeah,
got
if you're single, no bills, living in mom and dad's basement, and you have a job,
yeah,
you can afford this.
this is your book right here.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is trending for the week. We have gone over news, trivia, showcase, trending, And now it is time for Wes and I to argue because we are going to go back in time for This Week in Comic Book History in the year 2012. 2012, ladies and gentlemen, the year the world was supposed to end, and it did not. But comic books kept coming out, and we're going to show those to you right now. So, as always, Wes chose several issues that came out in the month of October, and I picked 10 of those covers, and we are going to go over those right now. And we are going to start with Wes. What did you say? You said before we went and hit record, you said that nothing was really going on.
Well,
This,
I didn't say nothing was going on. It's just I just feel like it was a dud month.
I
Dud month and year. I
disagree.
mean, compared to some of the others we've done. Now,
True.
but what I'll say is, yeah, there was some decent stuff, but
Yeah.
just none of it really jumped out at me.
I can hear people rattling their phone in
But
their
I
hands
know,
right
I
now.
know so many people, and including you, are going to disagree. So
Yeah.
without further ado, let's see that first cover, Tim.
Yeah, you got it, sir. So one of the big things that was going on in Marvel at the time was Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah. So
That was
these were
pretty
really the
huge.
only ones that I thought were okay. Yeah, it's like cool.
I
Yeah.
actually have that picture as a background for my phone. I love that picture. That's absolutely fantastic. Round 9, Avengers versus X-Men. This was pretty huge when it was coming out. But something else that was equally shocking was what was going on in DC at the time, and that was New
New
52.
52.
Love it or hate it, it was there, and it did some crazy things like this.
Yeah, that is a sweet cover.
I love this cover. So fantastic. And it was totally shocking to have Superman and Wonder Woman be a couple. It made sense, but I mean, it was unexpected.
Imagine those babies.
Oh God. Diana Clark Jr. has kicked a hole through the wall again. Darn it.
through the world. Great.
Way to go. All right, let's head
Way to
over.
go. He broke the moon again. God.
You're grounded for a month. Let's move on to some independence. It wouldn't be the end of spooky season without the Mistress Lady Death. So take a look at that right there. As always, she is scantily clad and not ashamed of it at all.
As usual.
As usual. Another thing that was
I'm
going
sure her
on,
dad's proud.
her dad's dead. So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true.
Another thing that was going on in Marvel that actually turned out pretty cool, though I had some disagreements with it, was Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe. Yeah. I agreed with how he killed some of the characters. Other characters I completely disagreed with. I think like the death of Ghost Rider. I thought that was really dumb. But the other ones
I haven't read
was
this
okay
one,
with.
so yeah.
Ooh.
No, that's fine.
Read it. It's the first volume is actually pretty decent.
Okay.
The artwork is to be desired, but the story itself is pretty solid.
Okay.
Heading back over to DC, we have got Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo doing Batman Volume 2, Court of Owls. This was actually a really cool, super long storyline, but still good nonetheless. Gave a lot of history into Gotham City itself, the Court of Owls, and so on and so forth, who have now become a staple in Batman mythos. And let's head over here. We've talked about homages several times, both here on the show and in Comic of the Day. And this one is no exception to that. This is Spawn 224. So this is the homage to The Dark Knight Returns. It's okay. Frank Miller is to be desired. I like some of his stuff. Other things I do not like. His
older stuff was fine and great, and I know people have talked about this ad nauseum, but man, I just don't know what he's doing lately. Is he doing it? I don't know. Like, is he doing it ironically? Has he lost? I don't know.
I think he's just old, and
Yeah, but
the bit of his prime of artistic talent, I think, has gone through the sunset. So, but there you go. It's an
yeah, I
iconic
guess so.
cover, yeah. But this is the homage to The Dark Knight Returns. Spawn triumphs on a dark night. How classy. All right, heading back over to Marvel. We are going to go with one of Wes's favorite teams, the first family of Marvel, and that is Fantastic Four.
Now that one's cool.
Yes, and
Yeah.
who is he fighting there? Is that Maestro? Or
It
is
looks
that
like Maestro,
yeah.
or just like an old man Hulk. But I guess that would be
Golly.
Maestro.
Two fists crashing into each other, and both jaws are getting dislocated. That's wonderful.
Uh-huh.
Golly. All right. Moving back over to DC again, we are going to go with more New 52. This is the Flash. Only the power of Glider can slow the fastest man alive. Super cool. And then this one. So when I saw the name for this on your list, I did not know what it was. But when I looked it up, I had to put it on here. Bongo Comics does not get near enough love as it should. And Maggie,
Maggie.
number one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sweetest Simpson goes solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Bongo Comics, ladies and gentlemen. If you love The Simpsons, there you go. Those are the books to get. And this was one shot too, so it's only one issue. All right. Heading to Independence, we're going to round it out with something that I think is very appropriate for spooky season, and that would be The Crow.
Yep.
Yeah, super cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us on today's episode. We are incredibly grateful that you are here, and we would love for you to spread the word for us to get more people just like you to watch and enjoy this program with you. Guys, if you like this type of content, hit the like, share, and subscribe. We would love to have you. We are at 261 subscribers. Wes, where are we, and what do people need to do? What do you always say?
We're on the ground floor right now. I mean, I know we're a new channel. I mean, so we're loving what we do, and we'd love to have you guys. I know Tim's already said it, but we are really enjoying this. We're getting some good feedback.
Yeah.
Getting some good interactions with some cool folks. This is just really fun.
Yeah.
And we'd love for you to kind of join us in that fun.
Yes, very much so, guys. We've got tons of stuff in store for you. I've got a big, huge box of 30 plus comic books that I'm going to record later for an unboxing. And I hope you guys enjoy that. We've got the Monster and the Wolf blind bags that you just did recently. That's doing really well right now. Go check out what Wes got. Plus, we've got the Ollie's bags that you picked up. We've got even more blind boxes, and there's tons of other stuff coming in the future as well.
Yeah, we're gonna go do some hunting later on.
Yes, I can't wait. It's that time of year. Golly.
Yes.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, head over to Facebook. We would love to have you over there. That information is down below at Comic Evolution, so you can tell those kids to get off your damn lawn so you can read your comic books in peace. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tim. This beautiful man over here is Wes. This is Comic Evolution, and we will see you next time.